Sunday Night Football on EA Sports.
It is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys, and his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line, and the Cincinnati Bengals. They start the drive with Connor. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now the first carry for an Ohio native. It's Ezekiel Elliott. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. The passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. From the gun, Samuels. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. A check on the numbers by Moore last week. 2 touchdowns and, don't forget, over 200 yards as well. Not bad.
It certainly seemed like every time you looked up, he was catching another touchdown pass, didn't it?
And if he wasn't doing that, it was a great catch for a long run after it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Operating from the gun, Samuels. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
He'll fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
And that's exactly what you're supposed to do with good field position. You make the other side pay when you don't have far to go for the score.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes Diggs. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
From the gun, Samuels, over the middle, complete. That's Pope. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there and a Bengal first. On first down, Samuels. That's complete to his running back, Conner. Now the ball comes loose. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 11 carries, 59 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Down as he's brought down up near midfield.
He's brought down at his 49-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. And the Cowboy first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Draw play, Elliott.
Ezekiel Elliott, the Cowboy ball carrier.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Back to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Enough to start you out a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And Old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And bring this all the way back out to midfield. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Again, he targets more. This one is complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Samuels dancing to his left. they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. They run with Connor. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here we go. 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Samuels. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 and the 19. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. He'll get that one complete to Connor. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Samuels. This is caught, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And that makes it 14-10.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So you want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll keep it on the ground. Thomas, and now running right through him. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Throwing on first down. Samuels, flush to his right. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the gun, Samuels. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bengals add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened.
And he got into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
37 yards on the punt with no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off play action. Samuels. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Samuels. Quick slant, caught by Moore. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
We've got plenty of weather here today. We've got some snow going on, and they've come out of a dome. And there have been 2 ways of getting ready for this. Some have said, don't worry about the weather. Just practice in your normal.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 46. Chase Young. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The completion there winds up a finish, and it'll bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. fake. He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. On 3rd down, Samuels. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now
operating from the gun. Samuels to the right side, and he's got more complete.
And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
the Cowboys' 5-yard line.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
I think it's easy to say mission accomplished on that drive. The goal was to increase the lead. They did exactly that.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Dallas gets set to take the field.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coach, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Chase Young in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? It's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's going to find his go-to man so far. That's Moore. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And we are keeping a close eye on his catches, a really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's often like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete a run like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Off the play fake. Samuels. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Off play action. Samuels. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the 1st.
Now that's a big pickup right there. So often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And 10.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Pope.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout.
No gain on the play.
So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. It's the fullback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes, and that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10.
Let's get it.
Tonight's
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guy